For today's video, I wanted to focus on something major that many Star Wars fans miss in Revenge of the Sith, something that was briefly detailed in the novelization for the film, but still something that a lot of Star Wars fans miss. That being the fact that if you look closely at the duel between Yoda and Darth Sidious, Yoda actually beats the Dark Lord of the Sith. Of course, speaking purely of the lightsaber duel alone. By far one of the most impressive feats of Yoda is the fact that he was able to stand toe-to-toe with Darth Sidious, a Dark Lord of the Sith capable of dispatching up to 3 Jedi Masters simultaneously, and council members at that. In fact, before his time as the sole Dark Lord of the Sith, his master Darth Plagueis deemed Darth Sidious the greatest swordsman the Sith had ever seen. Whether he was simply propping up his apprentice or not is unknown, as this was actually common for Sith Lords. What is clear though is beyond a shadow of a doubt, Darth Sidious was one of the best lightsaber duelists the Sith Order had ever seen. Only months prior to his duel with Yoda, he single-handedly defeated both Darth Maul and his new brother and apprentice Savage Opress. Darth Maul being someone who had studied his entire life in various forms of lightsaber combat, and used what many consider to be the most dangerous and aggressive form of lightsaber combat in Juyo. And still, Darth Sidious played with him and his brother like they were toys. Never during his duel with the two Dathomirian Knight brothers was Sidious ever truly threatened. In fact, in his duel with Mace Windu, it is highly theorized that Darth Sidious actually threw the fight at the end. He allowed Mace Windu to take the upper hand to appeal to Anakin and his inner dark side. That video though is detailed for another day. Today, we must focus on the engagement that followed, the duel between Darth Sidious and Grand Master Yoda. As soon as the duel begins, you can tell that something is different, as Darth Sidious behaves extremely differently than he has in his other engagements. Darth Sidious immediately attempts to flee. As I've detailed before, Sidious is not trying to actually leave the engagement, he's just trying to move to a better battleground. He's trying to make himself have a tactical advantage, something that he will definitely need. Unlike some before him, including his own apprentice Dooku, Darth Sidious knows just how talented Yoda is. In fact, if you look at it all around, Yoda quite possibly is the greatest lightsaber duelist we have ever seen. He's one of the only lightsaber duelists that I can recall never being defeated, not a single time. If you watch Revenge of the Sith closely, you realize that the duel with Yoda and Darth Sidious is interlinked with that of Obi-Wan and Anakin. This is the important part though, as at one moment we witness Yoda fighting Sidious, then cut back to Obi-Wan and Anakin. But when we return to the duel in the Senate building between Yoda and the Dark Lord is no longer armed. Darth Sidious no longer has his lightsaber, but Yoda does. There's a substantial amount of ground between the two of them, but still, Darth Sidious no longer has his weapon. In the Revenge of the Sith novelization, it is actually detailed that Yoda managed to disarm Darth Sidious, therefore making him the victor of the lightsaber duel. Darth Sidious is forced to fall back upon his force abilities and not his lightsaber skills. As far as the pure lightsaber duel alone, Yoda is absolutely victorious, as he was able to disarm his opponent. Of course, as we know, Darth Sidious manages to use his superior force power to take out Yoda, but as far as strictly the lightsaber duel, Yoda is the victor. This isn't actually surprising, in fact, as Darth Sidious before has even said that he does not believe the lightsaber is a weapon that should be wielded by the Sith. He believes it beneath them, in fact. He thinks they only use it now to insult the Jedi Order, and not because they truly need it. Therefore, the truth comes out in this moment, and the moment where Darth Sidious really did need his lightsaber skills, it did not deliver. Yoda, on the other hand, has practiced intensely in all 7 forms of lightsaber combat, including the 7th forbidden form, Juyo. Because of this, at the end of the day, despite Darth Sidious being superior in force power, Yoda defeats him in the duel itself. Again though, Sidious creates a big gap between the two warriors, and uses his superior force powers to eventually beat down Yoda, and overall win the battle, but not the lightsaber duel itself. With this in truth counting as a victory for Grandmaster Yoda, this proves that he has never been defeated in a lightsaber duel that we know about in the canon Star Wars universe. Every single opponent that Yoda has faced, he has defeated in blade-on-blade combat. Yoda forced Dooku to flee in Attack of the Clones, clearly defeated Darth Sidious in Revenge of the Sith, and to add even more insult to injury, Count Dooku himself even told General Grievous that if he were to fight Yoda on solid ground, he would lose. But anyway guys, I just wanted to make this video as I feel like sometimes Yoda is a lightsaber duelist that is severely undercredited. Many point to him losing in Revenge of the Sith, when in all actuality, this isn't true. Yes, he ultimately lost the engagement, but if we're talking pure lightsaber skill and lightsaber duels, Yoda is the victor here. Anyway guys, leave your thoughts on this in the comments down below, as I would love to hear your interpretations and theories on his duels. Before you go, be sure to check out my other channel, The Marvelous Wave, where we talk all about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, including news, breakdowns, and theories about all upcoming and past Marvel movies. Link to the channel is in the description below. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.